Hello, beautiful Aquarius. Happy birthdays, my darlings. So I've got some news for you, which is that I have done you a birthday reading, and that is on my website to purchase if you want to. The link is below. All right, so your first card that flew out just as I was actually connecting with the cards is the Six of Swords, Aquarius. This is you moving away from difficulties, from challenges, into smoother waters, into better times. Now, let's see what this is about. Give me some more information about this, please. The Six of Swords. Okay, you've got the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords reversed. Do I want to read it reversed? Yes, I do. Okay, I don't often read the cards reversed, but I'm going to stay with it reversed for a moment because these two are linked. You are moving away from this space. This space, let's turn him around so you can see him properly. The Knight of Swords is about taking action on the way you think, your beliefs, your perceptions, what you feel is in the way, or confusion, not wanting to see it, not dealing with it. Not communicating. Swords is air, it's all about thoughts and communication. And the Knight of Swords, when he's reversed, is saying, I find it difficult to speak up. I find it difficult to speak my truth. I'm not really quite sure what I can and can't say. I'm a little bit confused about it. But you are moving away from that, okay? The Six of Swords is moving into easier times, calmer times, smoother waters where it's been a little bit turbulent. I want to know a little bit more about this. Tell me some more for my Aquarians, please. Tell me a bit more for February. I want that and that. Okay, let's have a look at these two. Okay, we got the Seven of Coins and the Lovers. All right. The harvest, the Seven of Coins is all about the harvest and timing and when is it right and when isn't it right to be taking what you deserve, what you've earned, what you've worked for, what you've nurtured and grown and put the effort into, that there is a time for this to be harvested. Now, the Lovers card with it, the Lovers card means two things. It's about decisions from the heart as opposed to the head. And it's also obviously about relationships. This is going to mean either for some of you, it's going to be about relationships. Some of you, it's going to be about making a decision about when to harvest. I want to stay with this a bit more. Tell me a bit more, please. Just calling on my angels here to fill in the gaps here. All right. They're taking me back to the Six of Swords for you. Now, what this is saying, my darlings, the Six of Swords is I am moving into better times, easier times, smoother times. I've done the work. I've done the work on this. This Seven of Pentacles is about I've grown it, nurtured it, very, very gently, brought it to life. Right, now what is it you've brought to life? Some of you, it's about a relationship. You bringing the relationship to life. This isn't always about a romantic relationship. This can absolutely be a relationship with your children, your parents, your friends, your colleagues at work. But you've done a lot of work on it. But it hasn't really, as yet, borne the fruits of all of your labour. Right, this is an interesting reading coming through for you. This is then when the Knight wants to turn the right way up. We're turning the Knight up because we're now seeing clearly that the work that I've done on this, I am ready to say where it's not bearing fruit, where it's not giving me anything back, that I've put all this work in and I'm not getting anything back, then I am moving away from that. I'm not going to give it any more time. I'm not going to give it any more effort. I'm not going to nurture it anymore because there's nothing coming back. Now that's for some of you. All right, let's look at the Lovers part of this as well. Okay, now, all right, I'm sorry, I'm just listening to what my angels are saying. Some of you, in relation to relationships and romance, partnerships here. You've put the work in, it's done, and now it is time to reap the rewards and take the harvest, and you can move away from all that effort, that it's going smoothly, and only you will know which it is. For some of you, you are leaving that behind. You're going to, I can't be bothered with you anymore, I'm not putting any more effort in, I'm off. For others, it's that you don't need to put the effort in anymore because it's working. It's the fruits are falling from the tree, and you're able now to take what you need. We'll look at this in a bit more detail in the extended, okay? But for now, I want to move on to other messages coming through for the collective, for Aquarius collective, Sun, Moon or Rising or Venus, my darlings, that's fine. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. All right. To be fair, all about being fair, honest, integrity, doing right by you and by them. Okay, right, what does that mean? We can't always do right by other people. In other words, what they want us to do, what they perceive is right for them isn't necessarily right for us. And that's fine for you to say no. But this is saying, hold your truth and do what's right for you, but do it fairly, okay? So, for example, you want to leave your job, it's not right for you anymore. You're not just going to not turn up at work and leave them in the lurch. You are going to leave, but you're going to do it fairly. You're going to give them adequate notice so they can find somebody else. You're going to have a good goodbye as opposed to a bad goodbye. That's just one example. So you're going to be doing it fairly. If you are leaving a friendship, a partnership, same thing. Explain why it isn't working for you anymore, why this isn't for you anymore, and then go. You've been fair, you've been just. People get in a bit of a tiz when they don't understand. All right, so understanding is really important. You know, from the time we're very little, we're constantly saying why. Once we understand why, we can accept it easier. All right, so if you're leaving a partner, rather than just go and they've got no idea why you don't want to see them anymore, why you've dumped them, why you're out, and they will find that difficult to come to terms with. Whereas if you do it fairly, in other words, you sit them down and say, I'm really sorry, it's not you, it's me, or whatever that conversation is, but that you are letting them know that this isn't working for you and why, and then you go. Okay, so whatever this is about that you are leaving, you are doing it from the heart. The Lovers card coming back in here about do it right, do it from the heart. Don't do what your head tells you to do what your heart tells you to do, but do it fairly. Okay, right, anything else you want me to say? Yeah, I want one more. Okay, what else do you have for me for my Aquarians, please? What else for my Aquarians for February? Never-ending story. Some of you keep going around in circles. Some of you keep playing out the same pattern. As you are in your birthday season, this is the time to really recognize that and say, I'm not prepared to keep going round in circles anymore. This isn't serving me. It's like a merry-go-round that you can't get off. You absolutely can. The to be fair card isn't just about being fair with other people, it's also about being fair with yourself and what is right for you. So we want to get off that merry-go-round. All right, my darlings, we're getting off the merry-go-round. It's not right for you anymore. That Six of Swords is leaving, moving on, and that you are blessed. Whatever the situation is that you're leaving behind. It can be a way of thinking, it can be a dysfunctional relationship, a difficult job, whatever it was, you're leaving it behind, you're going into a better time, and you are absolutely blessed. Okay, this card confirms that whatever is going on for you is a blessing. Even if for you it looks like a blessing in disguise, it's always for your well-being and your growth. You are blessed, you are supported. I want to finish off with an angel card. Let's see what the angels want to add. Oh, there we go. That was a right flyer, wasn't it, my darlings? Heaven's door. This is lovely. When we look at that Six of Swords of moving away into the smoother times, easier times, this is what my heaven is. I want and deserve an easier life, a life that is blessed, a life that is nourished and rich and enriched. And I feel in a really good place that heaven isn't a place up there in the sky. Heaven is a place within me, within my life, within my world, and I can absolutely create my heaven. All right, my darling Aquarians, I hope that helps. I'm going to move on and into the extended reading now. For those of you who want to join me there, the link is below in the description box and in the comments. And also, as I said, your birthday reading, the link is there too. So thank you for joining me, Aquarius. If this is where we part, you have a beautiful February, and I will see you for the weeklies. I hope you do follow me there. The weeklies I don't do per sign, I do it as a general energy for the week for everybody, and if not, I'll see you in March. You take care, Aquarius. Bye bye.